up, everyone? Riley here, and welcome back to the latest segment of Overkill Reviews, BangerTV's weekly heavy metal review show. If you haven't already, make sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe, and check out that dang Patreon. So today we're going to take a gander at a doom metal psychedelic rock band. This is Witchcraft and their latest release, Idag. It is out May 23rd, 2025 via Heavy Psych Sound. So Witchcraft is an occult, hard rock, psychedelic band that formed in Sweden in the year 2000. Magnus, who is Witchcraft's guitarist and vocalist, is also the main character here, the main songwriter, spellcaster, if you will. Aside from Magnus, Witchcraft has had 17 previous members come and go within that lifespan within the band, and currently they're sitting pretty with 3 members, and the new bassist and new drummer just joined the band last year in 2024. So if you're familiar with Witchcraft's past work, I find a lot of the strength that they carry to really build that heavy occult foundation comes within their lyrics, specifically how clearly well thought out and focused they are with the wording and the diction in which that's thrusted towards you. So for example, there's a song called Democracy off of their album Legend, and it's so direct in the words, it's really crystal clear where those emotions lie, but melodically it has some pretty unorthodox conjugations, and that creates like incredible captivation on all fronts. And 98% of the time, Witchcraft's music is in English. If I'm remembering correctly, they maybe have one song off of their first full-length album, Witchcraft, that's in Swedish. So a lot of Idag is in Swedish, which they haven't done before, and I hope it's something that they decide to continue doing going forward. It created a whole new atmosphere that felt more organic and spellbinding, most likely because it is in their mother tongue, so it sounds like it's coming naturally. And as a non-Swedish speaking individual, it added a whole other layer for dynamic to me because of the differentiation in sound within the language. It made it feel like more of a surprise. It made it feel like more of a fascination in how the difference sounded between what I know them to be and what this is as well. It felt like when you're playing a video game and you get a new level to unlock and it's like same character, but different aspects and capabilities to pursue. And of course there's songs here that are in English as well, so that was nice to just have all of it. So Witchcraft has always had a really enticing and specific blend of psych rock and occult esoteric doom with a lo-fi sound. They've even gotten a bit progressive with albums like The Alchemist. They have pieces that are acoustic and more delicate. Their last album, Black Metal, that came out in 2020, wasn't a black metal album at all. It was a really intimate and balanced acoustic album from front to back. Legend, that came out in 2012, was more of a forward radio rock applicable psych album. And hell, the first 3 albums that they came out with were pentagram worship with like a deliberateness to harness that more vintage feeling. However, they've always been notably Witchcraft without sounding like a hodgepodge of discombobulation with all of those different pieces. So Idag appears to be this learned, happy union from all of these various pieces that Witchcraft has executed and experimented with creatively in the past, which really gave this album a well-rounded and full circle experience. So, for example, songs like Spirit are super low and doomy, heavy distorted riffs, and a balanced atmospheric melody to see that through to the end. And that adds a lot of light contrast to the song when the instrumentals are so heavily weighted and dense. Even the lyrics in the song speak of change and growing from a boy to a man, which felt extremely fitting in what I'm talking about.
From a boy to a man, a sudden change within spirit. Grasping for something to clutch, it's hard to let go.
Tracks like Christmas have that country-esque bluesy draw that we got really familiar with on that last album, Black Metal. And songs like Irreligious Flamboyant Flame is so just straight up psychedelic hard rock with a catchy chorus to add a funky break. It carries that same like witchy potency that so many old school occult bands did. It's giving Wicked Woman by Coven vibes. So Witchcraft coming this far into their discography and still sounding identifiably like Witchcraft is great. And the incorporation of all these pieces that they've harnessed along the way when they experiment with things is also great, as well as language. And that's what kept the record enjoyable and intriguing. And the production's superb, the bass tone's exactly where I want it to be. Honestly, Magnus has yet to disappoint me in any of his releases. It's just a really solid occult doom rock album, as they always have, and as I presume they probably always will. So with that, I'm gonna hit it with a 4 out of 5 skulls today on Overkill Reviews. It didn't reinvent the wheel. I didn't go crazy for it. It didn't blow my mind, but reliable and well-founded is always really important. Shout out. So first up, I have the Finnish band Morbific. They're a 3-piece, old school styled, but newer school death metal project with a bit like a smidgen of death doom tossed in there. Their third full-length album titled Bloom of the Abnormal Flesh came out April 21st, and I highly recommend you go give it a listen if you're into that classic, cryptic, heavy sound. Second up, I have Obsidian Tongue. These guys are a 3-piece atmospheric black metal band from Massachusetts. They've got their third full-length album called Eclipsing Worlds of Scorn out May 30th, 2025 via Profound Lore Records. The production on this thing is fantastic. It's giving old school Alcest vibes with a lot of melancholy and weighted spaciness. And last, but certainly not least, we have Toronto's very own Witchrot. They are a 6-piece doom band. Witchrot has been bringing you occult-filled sludge since 2018. They're dropping their second full-length. It's called Soul Cellar, and it is out May 23rd, 2025. So make sure to give that a listen as well. And that's all I've got today. Thanks for coming to hang out with me, and I will see you next time.